So I said, you want it, you steal it, Grandma. I'm not going to jail for you.
It's a good story.
All right, we gotta get going. Okay. Hello, and thank you for joining us on the first ever Men in Hoodies Live here at the Arlington High School TV studio. I'm Brent Lyons.
And I'm Jake Stoope. This is a new experience for us and also for you, the viewer. So we hope you enjoy the show. Let's get rolling. High school athletes don't have to wait until college now to profit off their talents. A new ruling recently from the TSSAA would allow high school athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness.
Tiger Life reporter Noah Certion joins us now in the studio to break down what the ruling means. Noah?
Jake and Brent, as you know, the NIL concept has made its way into the high school sports arena as well. One student here at Arlington is excited about what this ruling could possibly mean for him.
NILs for high school athletes is a go. In a unanimous vote in December, the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association said that students can get paid for activities and services. Their talents can now be monetized as long as they do not mention their school or the TSSAA. There are no limits to how much an athlete can make for endorsement or scholarships. This ruling left one Arlington baseball player shocked.
When I first heard about it, I was shocked because I didn't think they'd give high school athletes the chance to make money in high school off of brand deals and stuff. But I think it's a great thing that they're doing it now.
Carter McKay plays baseball for Arlington High School. The recent commit to the University of Memphis said that this is a big game changer for athletes.
I think it'll definitely help the student athletes with the aspect of being able to help their parents pay for stuff because they'll be making their own money. And sometimes they get so caught up in sports that they don't have time to go get a job or something like that. So it gives them a source of income.
But not everyone is so fond of this ruling. Some think that this deal will add on additional stressors to high school athletes.
You know, many are doing well, but at the same time, many are really struggling. So adding a whole nother layer of stress, I think, is the big red flag that a lot of people are worried about.
Sports psychologist Tim White says that only a handful of top athletes will sign name, image, and likeness deals, but every student should have a support system in place for if they get an offer or one of their teammates begins getting sponsorships.
Younger and younger athletes are getting more and more attention, and it's not even just attention from the colleges, it's attention from the club programs. So you can be careful with this idea that everyone is out there making a ton of money.
Chattanooga, Tennessee sophomore Boo Carter is the first Tennessee high school athlete to take advantage of this new NIL rule. He announced his sponsorship with Sucker Punch Gourmet. Two other students signed NIL deals in the Chattanooga area. As for Carter, he hopes to receive an NIL and eventually play pro ball. Reporting in studio, I'm Noah Certion. Jake and Brent, back over to you.
Thank you, Noah. Our guest here today is happy to talk to us about the new ruling. He is an honorable Men in Hoodie. You can see him sporting the suit coat and the hoodie as well. Thank you for being one of our big supporters. Coach Manthe, how do you feel?
I feel great being here with you guys.
Well, we just got off the NIL ruling, so let's talk to you about this. What do you think about it? Maybe how did you find out about it, and what are your opinions on it?
Well, I found out about it. You know, every year the TSSAA comes up with, a list of rules, things that they want, that they're looking to change for the upcoming year. So they send it out to all the member schools, say, hey, this is what we're going to be voting on, this is what we're going to be working on. And NIL, we all figured it was after college, it was coming to high school. So when they presented it this year, we figured it was about time, and then all the member schools kind of voted, and the executive council made the decision to move towards the NIL for high school kids. You couldn't avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think that this could benefit or affect Arlington students in general?
Well, I mean, it can only benefit a student because here now they have a chance to go, make money or off their own image, whereas they couldn't before, because it would be a violation of the amateur rules if they did it before, they were a star football player and they went and were in a commercial and it was, hey, they're only getting it because they're a star football player.
Yeah.
Now, there are limits to what they can do. So if you're, if you're in a commercial, you can't have on Arlington gear. You can't make reference to, you're a star Arlington linebacker.
Makes sense.
It's you know, it's just you.
Yeah.
There's no reference to the school or TSSAA at all that could be involved with it.
That's really cool to see all those
Yeah.
kids getting opportunities to be able to move out like that. But let's talk about you specifically, all right? We've already talked about the sport, but one request you had to being on the show is you wanted to talk about other things besides sports, all right? We love to talk about other things as well. What is your favorite story you have of being an athletic director or a teacher in your tenure?
Being an athletic, well, we're on 21 years of doing this. Not as athletic
So you
director,
should
but
have
of
some good
teaching, so
stories.
there's a lot, which, you know. But I do have some good stories. Coaching-wise, I think, you know, one of my favorite stories coaching-wise was my first, I hate to go back, my first year coaching cross-country.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
21 years
But going in and taking a team that hadn't done anything in a couple of years. I won't mention the school I was at. It was Bolton. And we hadn't done anything in a couple of years. And I got in there, and these guys were not expecting to do anything. And we go and we region runner-ups to a very strong Cordova squad, which was a really proud moment because, you know, those guys didn't think they could do anything or make it to state, and they did it. So, and it wasn't that I didn't believe in them. You know, they didn't believe in themselves at first and all that. But
You taught them that, though.
well, we tried, you know. But I have to say that teaching, I like the profession because there's something different that happens every day.
Yeah.
It's never the same. I'm not built to sit in a cubicle and do that. I like the fact that there's, you know, new things happen every day. There's good days, there's bad days, there's frustrating days, you know, but
It happens.
overall, I would say I'm very happy with my career choices
Yeah.
I've made.
And we know that we don't always talk sports, but you're a pretty fit guy yourself.
I do. I try to stay that way.
So-
Which, by the way, the camera, is it adding 10 pounds? Just got to make sure.
But if you had to be a professional athlete in one sport, what do you think that sport would be and why?
What would I want to be? Actually, I would love to be like a DH in baseball, because all you do is,
Okay.
you know, you can listen. You go up there, you hit. You're just hitting. You're not spending your time in the field. You're making tons of money and you're getting tons of glory.
You
It's
also got, like,
fantastic.
the most
Or
pressure on you.
You do have a lot of pressure. Or you know what? You could. I knew a guy that was at the one time I grew up in Detroit, and I'd met a guy who had been the Detroit Tigers bullpen catcher for several years, and he
Wow.
made great money. And all he did was he was the bullpen catcher.
cool.
He warmed up the pitchers in the bullpen. I thought, and he said, "I got a great life." I was like, "That sounds like a great life."
That does sound like
That
a good
was it was fantastic.
It's a lot of travel, but I think the money
Yeah,
would
yeah,
make
yeah,
up
yeah.
for it for
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
but he-
So, talking more about you, what is something the people out there do not know about Mr. Manthe? Is there anything that they do not know? You obviously talk a lot in class. The seniors know that pretty well. But what's something you maybe have never told anybody?
Well, I don't make a lot of light of this, but actually, my bachelor's degree, part of it is in music. I have a degree in music.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people, I don't mention that a lot. But yeah, so that is something, that's why one of the things that I do, I like, I'm very appreciative of how hard, like not just the athletes here work, but like, you know, our band students, choir students, the art students work, because I know what it goes into that, because that was, you know, I feel creates a well-rounded person to be involved in a lot of things. So
You
I
wanna
do
give us a
appreciate what
sample?
they
You
do.
want
Well,
a little ditty?
no, I haven't done that in so many years. You know, so I don't think that would. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think
wouldn't
you
go
would.
well.
You wouldn't have your audience very long.
Gotcha.
Well, maybe you would. I don't know. No, you wouldn't.
Well, kind of wrapping it up a little bit, what do you think has been the biggest takeaway from your time as either a coach, teacher, athletic director? What do you think is the biggest takeaway or advice you'd give to somebody else?
My advice that I would give if you're in this profession is you gotta be flexible, because no matter how much you plan, and I guess it'd be like with TV, no matter how much you plan that it's gonna go this way, you script it out, something always happens. Something can happen. I mean, whether it be games or anything like that, you know, sometimes it rains.
It happens.
Sometimes a pipe bursts and floods a gym. You know, not that I want that to happen here, but those things happen. You got to be prepared to think on your toes.
Yeah.
Thank you for being such a big supporter of the Men in Hoodies crew. We love to
That's
have you on the
right.
show today.
And
Yeah.
we'll keep you around for sure, but thank you to Coach Manthe for letting us sit down and talk. We seem to be having technical difficulties with my package. For the full interview with myself and Coach Hinders, make sure to check it out on AHS Tiger Life. We will get you that in full. Our very own Tiger Life sports reporter Evan Norman was talking mad trash about how good he is at every sport the other day, so we put him to the test in our newest segment titled Evan Versus.
Everybody, welcome into the first ever Evan Versus. Today we're going to be highlighting women's basketball. Today my two contestants are
Evan Norman,
Brittany Wells.
We're going to be doing a 1v1 shootout, 1s and 2s to 11. Let's get after it. All right, today we've got Evan Norman with us, standing at 6'5". Evan, coming into this round match, you've got a lot of confidence. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
everybody keeps downplaying me. I just think I'll be able to score at least a couple points.
Word. All right, today for our other contestant, we've got Brittany Wells, starting point guard for the Arlington Tigers. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very confident. I mean, he can't guard me.
Word. Yeah, it's just facts.
All right, good shot.
1-0.
1 up.
Yep.
1-0. Got you. No way. Go shoot it. No way. Shit. Five one.
I think so.
5-1.
All right, 6-1 at halftime. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm doing. I know what I'm supposed to do. He can't guard me, so it's good. It's good.
All right, Evan, how are you feeling? You're down 5, and it's not looking good for you.
Well, I think I'm at a little disadvantage here. This is a women's ball. Even though I did airball one, it is a women's ball.
You don't think there's any advantage with you being almost a foot taller than her?
No. It's like the Cordova versus Arlington game. Jeez. That's why I play golf.
You going to 11? Should I game it?
Well, do whatever you want to do.
Should I game it? Come on, man.
So Arlington fans, we know you're wondering what's up next. Basketball playoffs are getting close, but a few home games for the Tigers. The girls basketball team is already looking to be a contender this year, and the Tigers are poised with final games this season. Tiger Life will be live next week with boys and girls games against Southwind Tuesday. Girls tip off at 6. Boys take the court at 7:30, and next Friday, February the 3rd, is our big rival game against the Bartlett Panthers. Girls game at 6, boys at 7:30, like normal, and of course, we will be there live streaming the big matchup. You can find our live streams over at YouTube. Search for AHS Tiger Life. Be sure to hit subscribe so you get notifications when we go live. I'm Jordan Batts, and now over to Jake, who got our top 5 this season.
I may not be Jake, but I'll try to be good enough. Let's take a look at the top 5 highlights from recent games streamed here at AHS Tiger
Can I
Life.
just say, I don't think any of those highlights are coming from Evan playing basketball.
Let's take a look.
Alex Wiley has come back into this game along with a lot of small players here. Lucas Hofstetter hits a 3. learning curve here for the freshman right now. Fast break opportunity, good block, called foul.
This is what we do.
I'm excited. You got to dunk that ball hard.
And it is now the biggest lead of the game for Collierville, up to 4 points now. Good move there.
The gas a little bit, but I expect Shields is a little bit mad at that shot.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Before we head off here, we wanted to send our thoughts and prayers to nearby neighbors, Briarcrest. Varsity volleyball coach Carrie Yurty passed away last night after a battle with cancer.
Coach Yurty has been at Briarcrest for quite some time now. After stepping down from the University of Memphis as head coach, Arlington sends our light and love to the Saints athletic department.
Thank you all for watching the first episode of Men in Hoodies, where we talk all things sports. Have fun watching the big game against Bartlett, and we will see you next time.
Good job. Act like fake dog, fake dog.